Hey everyone, thank you so much for taking interest in the Better One-on-Ones. I'm Jonathan and I'm a creator of this template, and I thought I would just do a quick run through of how I use it or how I would use it if I were you. It's pretty straightforward, but still. So when you get access to the template, you'll see this. You can obviously duplicate the template to your own Notion space. And then you have a list here. It's a list of the 10 most common one-on-ones that you can have as a people manager. So first one-on-one is really, when you're just recruited someone and you're talking to them for the first time. So as you can see, when you click on the name of the one-on-one, you get the goal. So in this case, lay the foundation for productive working relationship, learn about who the person is outside of the office, understand how to enable them to do the best work, set up expectations about what success looks like. And then you have a list of questions, and these are some of the questions that I have used in the past that I think can be really, really helpful and that really play into these goals. So it's the same principle basically for each of these one-on-ones. So the weekly one-on-one that you can have with some people in your team, same thing, different questions, different goals. Monthly one-on-one, remote one-on-one. So when you're having over Zoom or Google Meet or whatever it is. Skip level, so if you have teams that are big enough and some people in your teams have direct reports themselves, sometimes it can be useful to just have a one-on-one with them as well. It doesn't have to be anything regular like every week or every month, but every few months it can be helpful just to sort of make sure they understand the larger company goals, to get a pulse on how they're feeling and just get general feedback. OKR setting or objective setting in general, which is really, really helpful for teams to understand where the company is going and where individual people's role plays into these bigger objectives. Peer-to-peer, so imagine you're the head of marketing talking to the head of sales or head of product, for instance. That's the peer-to-peer one-on-one. Salary review. In the salary review, there's questions for you to your direct report, but there's also questions for you as a manager, to your own manager, which can be helpful. And then one-on-one with your own manager, and then interview one-on-one. So, it's the same principle for everything, goals and questions. You also have the question finder here, which is the list of all the questions that are in all the different one-on-ones. And if you want to add your own question, and then say this is for manager one-on-one, for instance, you can type it here, pick the right type of one-on-one, and then it'll automatically update the right page on Notion. The second thing that I've been using and that I think is pretty useful is the meeting notes. So as you can see, this is typically the kind of system that I would use for me and for my teams. So whenever I would have a one-on-one with someone, I would start by creating a new entry in the database, and we are up. I always like to name my pages like this because it's easier to find afterwards. With Kevin, and let's say this is going to be a salary review one-on-one. Boom, you can customize the icon if you want. Click on this, and then you have all the templates here already. So this is, as I was saying, with salary review one-on-one. So click on this, and then it's going to update automatically with text all the questions that you saw in the previous part of the template, which is good. Different notes, so you can ask these questions, then take some notes. And this is another useful thing. It's what we call the sync block on Notion. So let's say this is where I would keep track of all the different actions that I have. And so this is my meeting with Kevin. So I can add and then pick this. So there's a direct link to that page and to do, and get back to him on conversation philosophy. So let's say at the end of the conversation, this is one of my actions. I type it here, and then if I close this page but I go to different, and as you can see, this has been automatically updated. So it's just a simple and great way for you to keep track of all your actions, and then as soon as you've done something, or you can just take those boxes off and then even remove them, and then add on for your next meetings. So there you go. If you have any questions, any feedback, anything you'd like to see, anything that you're not seeing, anything that you think would be better done differently, please send me a message. I can always be found on LinkedIn. My name is Jonathan Nist. It's probably written somewhere on the website that you're getting this from. And yeah, if you start using this and you like it, please leave me a 5-star review. Template is free, but reviews really help. Cheers.